would say that American Studies is a smaller department so that we really do get to know our majors especially well. And in that way, we can really work with them in terms of what's their interest, what's their passions, and also if there's something going on that we can work with them.
I think something that's extremely unique to American Studies is that we're perhaps one of the only majors on campus that's very truly interdisciplinary, and it allows students to have the autonomy to really choose the direction that they want to take this major. And what I mean by that is that there's a specific component within the major structure of American Studies that allows students to select their own courses that they would like to take and make that into their emphasis within American Studies. And the reason for that is because everything that we see, everything that we experience, that's what creates American culture. And that's truly the essence of what American Studies is, right? It's understanding what American culture is.
So because my majors are incredibly interdisciplinary, very writing and reading heavy, anything that really involves analytical thought, critical thinking is really good. A lot of history majors either go into law, politics, possibly teaching, whatever you're really interested in.
It really truly prepares students with transferable skills as opposed to very specific skills, right? And so what does that mean? What that means is that our students are engaging in a lot of critical thinking, they're engaging in personal and communication skills, they're engaging in really having those critical analytical skills that they can take anywhere that they go. So our students are all over, right? So we have students that go into medical school, we have students that go into law school, we have students that go as private consultants, we have students that go into nonprofits. The opportunities are endless.
American Studies actually can pretty much take you anywhere. There are students, there are alumni of ours who have gone into pre-health, who have gone into law, business, journalism, became a curator for a museum.
American Studies is truly complementary to any specific major on campus, right? And the reason for that is because we're a very, very low unit major, meaning that our students can successfully complete the major in a very short amount of time.
We are a small program, but we offer a large array and a broad range of different kinds of courses. So you can, for example, take courses on those 19th century classical authors whom, many of us, if you've heard of Russian literature, you've heard of Dostoevsky or Tolstoy or Chekhov, and we offer courses dedicated to those authors. But we also offer courses on women in Russian culture, on Jews in Russian culture, on Russian film.
I think being bilingual just gives you an advantage in any field that you go into. Like as a lawyer, theoretically, if that does happen, I would be able to work with a wider variety of people, like people that don't speak English but do speak Russian. I'd be able to help them more than another lawyer would be able to.
Russian is a very much an in-demand language. The demand for Russian speakers has been increasing noticeably within the last few years. Russian gives you a distinct career advantage in a number of different fields. So to begin with, any kind of governmental or federal service, knowledge of Russian is definitely going to give you a distinct advantage. Diplomacy, foreign affairs, international law, international politics or business, communication, translation, interpretation.
I mean, what makes it unique as a field, to state the obvious, is that we study the culture of the German-speaking world. So that's, you can get a little bit of that in history. There's German history classes, and in comparative literature, they do some German culture and translation, but the only place that really goes in depth into German culture and cultural history is in German, is the German program.
I think that there are a lot of benefits of a German major at UC Davis. For one, we work a lot on communication skills and reading and writing, basically just really helpful skills to have in general in life, but we really dig quite deep into those. And I think that learning another language or learning in another language helps you think about things in a very different way.
We're all deeply invested in the success of our students. One of, I think, our biggest strengths is that we are small and we provide an opportunity for each student to receive individualized attention from each and every faculty member. I like to think that we are a home away from home for students within this large campus of 30,000 plus students, and that you are able to forge deeper and more meaningful relationships.
Just be open and take a class that you might not have ever thought that you would be interested in. I think that's something that I would say to any student really coming into any field in college. College is this wonderful opportunity to explore ideas that you didn't really know anything about. So take a class in a topic within German or even outside of German that is just looks like it could be interesting to you. Take the chance.
So I think that with an art history major or minor, or we have a new program, museum studies minor, that you can go on to do anything. Art history teaches you to write, so to research, to do research and to build an argument. And it also teaches you how to read an image. So it teaches you how to look closely at an image and evaluate not just the form and the style, but also the content, and to place that image in its wider historical context.
A lot of folks who study art history are interested in working in museums, galleries, doing curatorial work, or teaching art history or teaching art students at some level. But there's a lot of opportunities that folks have. Again, I was talking about this, the kind of stuff that's not necessarily that you would see on the surface. And students really have an opportunity to think about the transferable skills that they're gaining from their art history degree that they can apply in a lot of different kinds of fields.
Overall, I've made so many really great connections, friendship-wise, but also professionally. I've been able to find internships and jobs in the area that have equipped me for the next steps really, really well.
With the art history major or minor or museum studies, we like to encourage students to do internships or work at the museums on campus. So we have a close partnership with the Martinez Museum, which is the art museum, but there are over a dozen museums and collections on campus.
There's not necessarily, if you choose this major, you have to do a specific position related to it. It can be a jumping off point for a variety of different fields.
Just, try it and you might discover something totally new about yourself. So yeah, keep doors open until you absolutely have to close them. There's so much out there. There's so much to do here on campus or off campus, especially when you know that you're interested and passionate about what you're studying. Just say yes to opportunities, try new things, reach out, stay open.